Again, technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's going on. I know it's raining outside, so that could probably have something to do with it. But I want to let you guys know that I want to let you guys, sorry, I'm trying to do live on live. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know I do have a guest. Tanisha, she is the T. Wilson, will be on shortly. But before we get to that, welcome back to the Lois Lane Radio Show. And if you are not familiar with the process, at the top, I usually do Elo's Truth Serum, get into some news or gossip, and then probably just add something else, after that. But since we have a guest, I don't want to, hold the time too long for that. But I do have a few things that I want to talk about. First, the rant that I had this week for Elo's Truth Serum. This it hit like 100K in like 24 hours. It's funny because I'm talking about dating the different varieties or flavors externally of a guy. And this particular one is less than mediocre, aka ugly. So it's a lot of jokes. And I say jokers because they be tripping. Dudes that went in the comments, and then there's a lot of females who can relate. Yo, when I said you, I thought I was the only one that had the ugly dudes. Like, I was like, dude, really, like, I didn't want to say it, but I want to say it because I want to get it out and just be like, okay, this is what it is for real. I want people to know, like, even if you date somebody ugly, like, they still gonna feel like they somebody. Like if somebody else give them attention, or if you give them attention and you have a certain standard, I hate to say ugly, that's why I say less than mediocre, but the reality is people use ugly. I mean, ugly is in the dictionary. That's not my word. I didn't pick it up. So don't blame me for using ugly. But anyway, that was the whole rant this week. And it's funny because it's still going. A lot of women like oh my gosh, this is the story of my life. We give them too much, and as soon as we give them attention, other women want them, or they think they too much, or they think they too good, and it kind of stemmed from that, but it was like so funny because I'm like what, like, I don't understand. I don't understand how, I guess I can understand in a sense but I just didn't want people to see my vulnerability. To all right. People probably think that about me. It is what it is. I haven't seen everybody. You want to see that on my IG? It's also TikTok. I did not post it on now because y'all be tripping on Facebook. Y'all has conditions. I don't know. I do not feel vision on take the vaccine stimulus check. Like the craziest part about that is out of Florida, he's like, well, them in exchange stimulus and then money. So it was like 1,500 versus 1,200. Talk about that in a minute. My guess we're gonna do that real quick. No, too. So Tanisha, she is the T. A lot about your skits, your life, like and where. Because I do have a few questions.
Started doing
but in regards to balancing it all, I'm off, and then you have family, but and then you have your. How do you balance it all, especially being, I won't say busy, but you're active in everything that you're doing.
Well, sometimes it gets a little hard to balance it off because there's a lot of caps that I wear in one day.
Yeah.
So I really just try to make sure get because
it's kind of like breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me? It's breaking up really, really bad. Oh, goodness. Yes, it's freezing really bad. Can you hear me, T? She might have to. It's frozen. Shoot. Okay, try to get back in. See if you can get back in, T. We're gonna try this again. See if you can request. Let me see. There we go. I'm gonna send you a request. See if that works. I know. I'm just really trying. There we go. I'm sorry. We actually caught none of what you said. As soon as you start talking, it froze.
Oh, and I was sitting there like, just keep going, just in case.
Yeah, it literally just stopped, and I'm like, wait a minute, and then it kind of came in, but then it just went completely frozen. So.
Oh, okay, I get it. Well, basically, I was just saying that I really try to focus more so on balancing time between motherhood and doing this, because me and hubby will be fine. We spend time doing skits with each other anyway, so it's mainly to make sure give some time to the kids and
right. Okay, and I think you know by now my favorite characters, definitely Blair, but Trevor. You added Trevor. Where did you come up with the idea? Because I want to know that. Like, that's my dude. Trevor is my dude.
I like doing things that's like nostalgic. So when I was just going through Snapchat filters, and when I crossed that with the bowl cut, all I can think about is 90s. Like,
it's freezing again. Yeah, it's doing it again a little bit. I know. Gosh.
Can you see me?
I can hear you a little bit. Okay, let me see. I can still see you, but it's like a few seconds delay. There we go. And I seen somebody comment that Pam is cool now. Pam is hilarious, okay? Pam's character is hilarious. That contour get me every single time. So which one is your favorite to do?
Lily.
Lily is so mischievous.
Yeah. She reminds me of my daughters and of myself as a child. So she's probably my favorite character to do.
Got it. Okay, and you just did a Christmas play, the social media Christmas. How was that?
Oh, it was a great experience. I got to meet some other influencers. I got to meet Tim Bay.
Yes, how was that?
For him to put on the show, he puts on the show, but my experience around him, outside of him, performing, he just seems really laid back, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So I getting to meet him and everything like that. The one exciting thing about that play is that if you missed it, it will be streaming soon.
Oh, so, yay!
After streaming is up, and available, I will go ahead and be announcing that on my page, on my.
Great, because I know for one, I wanted to be there, but I couldn't be there, so that'll be good. I get to catch up on it. How was it working with the producer? Like, was he really wanted Pam, that character, for that, or?
Yes. When he came to me, I first thought going for the Blair character because that's how he kind of stumbled across me, or how he was introduced to me through the Blair character. But I guess he's told after seeing some of my other plethora of characters, he was like, I want her to bring Pam. And when he said that, I was excited because I wanted to take Pam to another level. So I was happy that he chose Pam.
Pam, yeah. Okay, let me see. Now, I know there was one thing that you mentioned in, I don't know if it was your podcast, TNT, but you said that you get your comedy from Coming to America. Are you there? Yeah. Okay. I think me and
that's where I admiration for wanting to portray multiple characters.
Because I think that, to me, a lot of us can relate when it comes to acting and comedy, because it was, that movie alone was like, it'll always be a classic because it has so much you can pull from it. And when you said it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why this girl is like, she can just like switch on and off to whichever character, because honestly, when you admire greats like that, and to just let it flow in your own creativity, I think that that's good, especially with the newer generations that don't watch the older movies or the classics. And oh, you can't? Okay. And especially with the generations now that don't, like to go back and look at the classics and relate, and everything is just so fast, and the smallest little things make them laugh or make them, turned off. So it's good that we can look back and be like, okay, I know what I can pull from this and this piece of work, and it, it actually inspires what we do as creators. So yeah. To wrap this up, what else is coming up for She Is the Tea? And please make sure, once you say that, let everybody know again where they can find you, as well as your merchandise, because I do want to make sure that that's out there as well.
Okay. So right now I'm just hoping to land one more spot on another play. So really big, and I plan on starting a new web series starting in January. You can find me, is the _T here on IG, or Tanisha the T Wilson on Facebook. And if you would like to purchase some of my merch, including this cute little crop top that says feel free to envy me. You can find that at www.sheisthetea.com.
Yay. Thank you so much for your time. I know we're having technical difficulties due to weather issues, but I do appreciate you stopping in, Lois Lane Radio. You know I have much love for you, and I'll be hitting you back up for an update with the other plays and acting roles and all of that, because I know it's coming. So, yes. Thank you. You have a good evening.
Thank you, you too. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So again, please follow She's the Tea if you are not following her. Merch, sheisthetea.com. She has a lot of merch. Like she has glow in dark masks, t-shirts, crops, wine glasses that came from her character Blair. You guys might want to check into that. But yeah, Christmas presents. Christmas is around the corner, and we want to be cute. We want to, do whatever. But anyway, moving on, because I didn't get into a whole bunch of the tea that I needed to get in due to the time delay in me starting the show. So let me just get back into some other things about the COVID testing, not testing, the vaccine. There's two things. They want to exchange $1,500 for us to get the vaccinations. I don't feel like that should even be on the table. Now, that was a suggestion. That's not in stone yet, but that was a suggestion. And I don't feel like we should be, I guess they're buying our, I don't know, allegiance maybe, because we're already saying we don't want to take it. Well, most of us. But then also there on the other end, we have the older presidents, including Biden. We have Clinton, Obama, and Bush apparently has agreed to take the vaccination live on TV when it is approved. I don't see how that is even relatable when it comes to money. Like, I mean, the stimulus was already supposedly on its way to us. Now someone is suggesting to hold it up to trick us into getting the vaccinations, because right now we're in dire need of this money. Like, who's gonna stand in line to take the vaccine for $1,500? Raise your hand. Me personally, I'm gonna try to push it off as long as I could. As long as it ain't mandatory. Listen, y'all can hold up the stimulus. I don't. Y'all ain't finna buy me $1,500 and I turn into a raccoon or a bat or something off a Thriller the next week. Like, me personally, I don't feel like that's something that I want to do. Now, you and your family, y'all can do what y'all want to do. But me personally, I am not the one. Okay, I am not the one. I don't even take the flu vaccine. Like, I've never had the flu, but they say when you get the vaccination, your body's supposed to catch it and then it's supposed to fight it off. That's what it's supposed to be. But I don't feel like I need to go through that process. Yeah, my antibodies and I have come to an agreement that we should not do that. So if you feel like you should and you don't want to miss out on the second stimulus, by all means, just know that if you start growing hairs and multiple fingers and whatever else, at this point, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. Okay. But me personally, I think that those three presidents are clones anyway. So if they do take the vaccination, that happen, they're clones. So that was the case. It was supposed to be, but that's just to me. Don't tell the people I said it, but that's to me. I think that they're clones. There's no way. I mean, they would have took it by now. Like, seriously. Anyways, happy birthday to Tiff Haddish and Lil Baby. They celebrated birthdays on yesterday. Also, in regards to COVID, apparently they're trying to put a 14-day quarantine in place, I believe, in Georgia. Really hard to do, is we do not we don't listen to the people. We want to go out. We want to do whatever we want to do. I was telling them earlier, we will still do what we need to do. Like we ain't trying to do all that. So, but they said if negative during that time, your quarantine can be condensed to 7 days instead of it being 14 days in the house. It'll be 7 days. If you get tested for COVID, meaning that you can be back out in the free world. Now, I'm not sure wherever else they're doing that. I know me personally, I do 14 days because at the point, the test, some may be true. I don't believe that everybody who's taken the test had actually had it, but it came back positive. I just feel like it's faulty. Produce these tests way fast, and then now vaccinations are coming faster than the cure for AIDS. So, and that's been going on for decades. But that's just me, I'm pro-life, but I'm definitely not trying to be about all this COVID stuff. Like, nah, I'm good. I just keep my immune system boosted. Okay, now my top memes and tweets. I didn't find I don't know if this was a tweet or not, but I didn't find I did find a meme that I saw that I thought was really, really funny. Let me see if I could find it. Okay, this one is funny because I think most people can relate to this at some point, whether you did it intentionally or unintentionally or in a learning process. Somebody's done. So whenever it pops up here. Okay, so there was a meme that said,